now let's move on to some of those condition-specific products. I feel like that's one of the strengths of the line, because you've got these items that you can literally like maybe walk in the door and you've got a modality or a problem or a complication. You can take one of these items. So let's develop that a little bit. Let's give me some information about your condition-specific.
Well, we talked earlier about the healthy blood pressure product.
Right.
Which is for supporting the health of the circulatory system and the arteries and the artery wall and the flexibility of the artery wall. We have another product also for the cardiovascular system, which is called Healthy Heart Energy. Here we're concerned with the cardiac muscles and the nutritional support that the cardiac muscle requires. So this would be for that broad range of people who are concerned about cardiac specific injuries.
Right. So, I mean, that's really, like you were saying, very broad range. That encompasses anybody that's maybe got some cardiovascular complications.
Exactly.
So it's a great attribute to use with those.
And what we do is we pair up our cardiovascular health product with the Healthy Heart Energy to make a nice program and a more therapeutic program for that.
So I'm a little bit, my thoughts are going on this one. So I'll come back with it, but I'm thinking this might be an adjunct to use with a lot of different things. I mean, obviously there's complications, but somebody that maybe just wants to strengthen their heart too.
Well, precisely. And what we're finding is there's no need to wait till you're 70, 80 years old and then say, I wish I had taken the nutrients that I needed to keep my heart healthy. And so starting early in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, especially if you're a very physically active person in intensive activities.
Which I do.
Which you do. If you're playing football or soccer. Or,
heavy weightlifting.
Weightlifting, skydiving, whatever it is. So the Healthy Heart Energy will support the cardiac muscles. If you're a football player, for example, with bursts of activity, this will support the health of your cardiac muscle.
Okay, so I can see a lot of athletes that are younger,
right,
really maybe going into a product like this.
You can almost look at it as a targeted multiple. So that, the general everyday multiple could be for a person, just a general person. But if somebody wants to target it, who for cardiovascular health, right, that way you can combine these two and have an incredible targeted multiple program.
Good.
And then also for the healthy blood pressure formula, that's for endurance athletes. Because again, to give them
not just for blood pressure, but for endurance athletes
as well.
Great.
We also have the healthy immune support, and this would be an everyday kind of thing to take to keep your immune system healthy.
Great.
Healthy joints. Again, why wait till you have bad joints?
And let's face it, I didn't. I started taking glucosamine when I was like in my 30s.
Exactly.
And I went through this formula. That's a great formula, by the way.
This will help give your joints the nutrients that it needs to provide lubrication and strength.
Great.
The healthy blood sugar. If you have an issue of blood sugar issue in your family, with diabetes, it'd be good to get started on something to help your body manage the potential for high levels of blood sugar.
Yeah, and definitely keep up on the the healthy lifestyle and everything else that you've got to do as well.
Well, we definitely recommend anybody who is concerned about their health should be exercising regularly, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, having a smart diet, plenty of
heads up.
Heads up about that. If somebody, for example, has an issue, if I were a woman and my mother, my sister, my aunt, my grandmother all had breast cancer, I would want to be proactive.
Right. And that's a proactive formula for healthy cell growth.
Healthy cell growth.
Great. Well, Ted, I want to thank you so much for coming and spending time with us. Pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much, Starkey.
This is Starkey Sowers, Director of Education for Clark's Nutrition and Natural Foods Market. Thank you for being with us.